Hey, it's Kevin, and we had a few questions on the camper I wanted to highlight. Somebody asked me if I had what I thought about how this camper was constructed. How well? I think it's constructed pretty good. I think each one of the seams have been glued and screwed together. As far as issues, I had one little seam that didn't have any caulk in it, which was only about 1.5 feet, and that was on the front. I wouldn't have been so concerned if it wasn't in the front of the camper. And then underneath, I had a couple little tears in the plastic. They got like a little plastic membrane covering up that wood on the bottom, and I don't think the wood on the bottom is actually pressure treated, but I'm okay with that as long as it's covered up good and sealed tight. I put a little tape on the bottom of it where the hole was, and I think it's just going to be fine. Now on the inside, I noticed a couple little places where the screws got close to the edge and bubbled out the plywood, which that really doesn't bother me any. Any other issues? Oh, I didn't like the top being made out of pressed wood, but they say it's really strong, so I'm going to go with it. I think it'll be okay. It seems to be pretty strong. Let's see. Now, the roof vent. Somebody asked, well, they said they don't put the roof vents in them anymore, and probably because of the water leakage. And I'm pretty sure that's probably why. It's got a pretty good curve to it. But if you notice, when I put my roof vent in, I actually put a small piece of wood on the inside of it, like trimmed it out. And that kind of straightened out that curve a little bit. And to be honest with you, I didn't have a whole lot of curve in there when I put it down on there. Once I got that, see, I glued that piece of wood in there first, and I left the clamps on there overnight, and it seemed to kind of straighten out the top a little bit, just enough to where I don't think I'm going to have any problems with leakage. As far as that goes, I mean, if you watch my video on putting the roof in and how I did it, I seriously don't think we're going to have any problem with leakage up there. Now, when I bought this camper, the guy gave me a bunch of cards and brochures. And he told me, he said, hey, if somebody buys one of these campers and they give my name, they'll send me $100. Well, I gave out every card I had, and I had a lot of people seemed pretty promising they was going to buy one of these and said they'd mention my name, and I haven't heard nothing from this guy. As far as if you go down and buy one and him telling you he's going to give you $100, I'm not sure, but I'd like to see somehow figure out. I'll tell you what, if somebody wants to give my name down there and he gives me $100, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll send you $49 of that. That'll pay for the stamp, the envelope, and my check. I'll send you a check for $49. If he sends me $100, I'll send you $49. So I'm basically going to split it with you if he sends it to me. So don't forget, if I'll leave my email address so we can talk back and forth in this video. I'll leave my email address. If you give my name or something, we'll talk back and forth through email. That was the issues. Basically, I really don't have many issues with this camper. I like the camper myself. Would I buy the same model? Sure. Somebody asked me, do I regret not getting this 6-foot wide one? No, I don't, because I'm looking at this. This is not, I'm not going to live in this thing. If I go camping, normally I would sleep in a tent. you know, we don't live in a tent. We're not going to live in a camper. We're out there to camp. We're out to be outdoors. We're not to be indoors. So as far as buying the same one, sure, I'd buy the same one. Would I buy off the same company? So far, yeah. I mean, I really haven't had no issues with the thing. I mean, no major issues as far as the camper's built wise. I think it's built pretty good myself. One thing I liked about this camper when I went and bought it was the frame. It's got a 2x2 box frame. It's all welded together, and it's definitely a strong frame. And they got a good Dexter axle under the rear end with grease fittings, and then it's got the bigger tires. They said they used to sell them with the smaller tires, and he said they quit selling with smaller ones. But they started putting these bigger ones on, which I really like the way that's the frame and the axle. Actually, I like everything about it. No, I don't want the 6 foot wide one because basically I'm looking at the weight wise. I'm trying to keep the weight down on my camper as much as I can. I want to be able to save on fuel and not be so hard on my vehicle. And I have a 4-cylinder truck I pull this with. So, no. And would I go to another model from another company? No. I think they're pretty good. Although, like I said, I haven't seen them send me any money yet. But I'm doing a lot of videos. I should get something out of it. Okay, air conditioner. Everybody's asking me about it. I got a few questions about an air conditioner. Oh, I don't know if they sell a smaller air conditioner than a 5,000 BTU. And 5,000 BTUs in this thing, it would be like an ice box. It'd be pretty cold, and I know that my wife can't sleep with an air conditioner. She has allergies real bad, so I'm not sure that I'll put one in. We're going to try out the fan and see how it works. I know when it's real humid, it's going to be a little rough, but if I could find a smaller air conditioner, I don't know too much about it. You know, there's a lot of research that I'd have to do there. So I'm not sure on the air conditioner. Now, somebody asked me if I had a deep cell battery and a power inverter. Listen, man, I've been putting a lot of money into this thing. I got like $940 in this thing so far. You can't see it all because I have a battery in there. I wanted to do the video on wiring up the front of it. As you can see, it hasn't been done yet. So I wanted to wire up the front of it, put the battery in and the inverter charger in all at one time. And I'm kind of running low, real tight on money right now because, like I said, it's cost me a lot. I bought new chairs. I got canopy. I got a canopy for the front. But the thing is I bought all that stuff on sale, and I probably should have got the inverter first. But hey, when the cells are up, I'm going to buy the cell first. I'll get the inverter later, you know. So I do got a battery. I didn't go with it's just a regular wet battery, you know, but it's a big one, deep cell. Somebody said, think of the money you're saving on doing all this yourself. I couldn't imagine if I had to pay somebody to do all this. There ain't no way, man. I couldn't afford all that. It'd be pretty expensive. It would. I mean, you figure the welding, all the welding I did, and everything, you know, cutting the roof and everything like that, it would be pretty expensive to get a lot of that stuff done. I mean, I got a lot of time in this camper. I mean, the videos are short. I mean, I don't want to bore you to death with a video. So I basically just try to show you in steps and little pieces of it. But there's a lot of work in this camper. I got a lot of hours in it. So that, I mean, we're definitely saving money. Now, somebody asked on the back, am I going to put a chuck wagon or a kitchen? If I do something, I'm going to do probably a chuck box. Yeah, I'd almost want to do it out of a diamond plate box, and I don't know that I might be able to build the box. I'm not sure. But I want to stay light. I want to stay the weight limit. I want to try to keep the weight down as much as I can. So it would probably be aluminum, diamond plate, but that's down the road, maybe next year. Right now, I just want to get some of the, I want to get it to where I can go out in it and maybe do one camping trip at least this year in it. So I think a chuck box, if I do it, it'll be next year, and I'll do it on video so you can watch. And hopefully I can do it in diamond plate. Actually, right now, on the front of the trailer, I'm going to be putting the battery and the inverter and charger in in a box. And I actually built it out of wood. I haven't did it on video yet, but I wish I could have got a diamond plate box there too. Hey, another thing too, you guys, I don't know much about the battery charger inverters. If I don't know how many watts I need. I mean, I'm only running the fan. You figure your fan, your TV, and one light, and everything's LED. Even the TV's supposed to be pretty good, efficient TV. But I'm not sure on what type of charger. I don't want to be really expensive on that charger. I'd like to get away with as cheap as I can, but yet I want something good. I hate buying stuff twice, so I'd rather buy something better than I would buy something good constructed. If you got any little advice on that charger, I could use it. Maybe where I could get one or what yours works like. I've been looking at them on eBay and Amazon. I'm not sure whether I should be or not, but anyhow, if you got any advice for me on that, I could use it. Now, another question was footwear. If there's mud and snow, where are you going to put your footwear? Well, if you noticed in the front of the camper, you still got 2 foot in the front of there. I'm sure you could put a box in there or a rug down or something and put your muddy boots in there. I don't think you'd have any problem finding a place to put your footwear. Now, if you have a canopy out here and you throw a mat down on the ground, you could always leave your shoes outside, but I don't know if a dog will come along or something come along and run off with your shoes. I don't know, but if they're muddy and you want them inside, just put them inside in the front. It's all linoleum floor in there, so you're not going to hurt anything. Just wipe up the mud when you're done. Anything else? I can't think of anything else that we need to talk about. So I think that's about it. I mean, I hope you guys been enjoying the videos. They're coming along pretty good. They're getting a little slower now because of the money situation. Maybe he'll send me some money when he sells these things. Like get me a converter. But we'll see. Alright everyone, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe or leave me thumbs up, thumbs down, or a comment if you'd like. Until next time.